Man, it's not very no, it's not very bright, is it? A bit lighting. Hello, all you amateurs out there. How you doing? Big P here. Biggest gob in sport. Pop, pop, bang. What a time to be alive. The can man, Dillian Whyte, caught yet again. Now, I haven't done my research on this one, but I've been told Dillian Whyte's failed before he turned professional boxing. So that would have been as an amateur or at K1. I don't know which one, so there's a question mark on that one or an asterisk. But we know he failed before he got with Eddie. We know he had an issue with the Oscar Suarez fight. That was 4 years ago. And I've still not seen a B sample. Well, 49 months ago, that were actually, to be precise. And now we've got this one. We've got an adverse finding. Oh, it's only an adverse finding, Porky. Listen, if I'm in HMP before doing a free stretch, and I piss in a cup, and they take it out of that cup and they pour it into 2 tubes, and they say it's MDT drug test, Porky. You failed for cannabis. I'll go, I'm innocent. I took no cannabis. I've been spiked. It's just a natural reaction, isn't it? But it's in your urine. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but it's only an adverse finding. It's in your system. It's only a pee in a cup's only a little bit, and it's only just it's in your system. What do you think? There's going to be loads. It's going to come out in your pee. It's going to be like traffic lights, red, amber, green, all different colours and on fire and that. If you've had like the strong steroids or whatever you've been taking, of course it's only a little bit. You're peeing in it goes into a little cup. You pee that much and then they split it. So he's failed, hasn't he? It's in his system. He's taken something, whether he's known he's taken it or not. It's in your system. Look, fighters from back in the day. I always go on about this, don't I? People dig me out. Carl Froch, Clinton Woods, Chris Eubank Jr., clean livers. Chris Eubank Sr. as well. He was poster boy for drug testing. They ate food from the land. Now, where I think everybody's going wrong with all this testing and what do you take, what do you drink, where they're all going wrong is they're all trying to get an edge. Fighters are looking for an edge all the time. Whether it be a conversation with you before a fight, you know, where trainer or seconds or cutman might say, here, we've heard he's got a rib injury. So the fighter who hasn't got the rib injury, the opponent will go, has he? Gives him a lift, doesn't it? That's an edge. Another edge is, you remember the one about black gloves, don't you? Let me tell you a little story here. When Carl Froch lost against Kessler, he had a pair of red gloves on, didn't he? So I said to him, you know the naked eye, right? It sees a black glove late, and this is true, it sees a black glove. It's 0.00, it's like hundreds of thousands of seconds later than any other colour. I told the Cobra that. He never wore red again, did he? He wore black gloves for every other fight after that. And so the other fighters. Now, it's only just logic, innit? Look at the background. Go on to Google and type in a certain boxer and look at the background, because the boxer sees it from his peripheral vision, is it? I've studied all this. When that glove comes round, you see it later if it's black. So all these wearing white gloves, and other different colours, they're going to see them quicker, aren't they? It's just natural physics, isn't it? The Cobra bought into it. He got that little edge, didn't he? Might have been a 1% edge, but he got it, didn't he? It could be from your shoes, it could be from anything. But everybody wants more edges, don't they? Fighters want more edges, so they're looking for that little bit of a break, because running 6 mile in the morning, then going having a kip and getting up and having porridge or whatever they're doing, porridge, baked potato at dinner time, like Frotch used to have. Baked porridge in the morning, baked potato at dinner, sea bass and asparagus at night. That were Frotch's meals, and most fighters' meals. They're based on that now. So why do we need these nutrition guys? What are they coming? What are they giving them? Amino acid, this and that. Look, forget all that. Fighters were doing 25 rounds in 1920s on a bit of chicken and fish. Forget all this looking for edge stuff. Water, porridge, tuna, baked potatoes, and not too much because it's carbs. Sea bass is very popular at the moment. Grilled chicken or whatever, asparagus, your broccoli, stuff like that. That's your lot. They're all looking for edges, but all these people, these strength and condition people, these nutrition people, they've all got to be paid, haven't they? They've all got to be paid. You think Fox were paying people like that? No. They've got best advice up there at EAS, haven't they? They'll tell you what to eat. But if you're a boxer, an heavyweight boxer, they tend to blow up in weight and eat what they want, don't they? So they have to get in shape a bit better, and it's usually heavyweights that most of them heavyweights that fail because they blow up. They haven't got a goal, have they, to keep on the weight all the time. They're not like say for instance Josh Warrington. He'd have to make £126 all the time, wouldn't he? So he's got to watch his weight, hasn't he? He'll probably not want to put more than a stone on, but he's an hard trainer anyway. You knock it off. But especially if he's got right team around him, Nick Manners, people like that, and all them boys, strip him down. They know what they're doing, don't they? But these fighters looking for edges. They're looking for something that ain't there. And who's advising them? My opinion is, get these people out of your gyms. All you fighters out there that are paying people money for nutrition men and strength and conditioners. It's craziness. Do you know your trainer? Most trainers who train fighters have been around it all their lives. Your trainer's your man, and he's usually ex-fighter. He'll tell you what you need to eat. You know what to eat. You don't need me to tell you what to eat, fighters, or what to pop in your mouth. So you're like Roland Browning on Grange Hill. Roland, every time I see you, you are popping something into your mouth, Roland. Well, let me tell you, do you know Roland? He blew up like a balloon, didn't he? Because that's what happens when you overeat. I used to do it myself. You're not happy till you've got that full feeling, are you? Watch what you're putting into your mouth if you're a professional boxer. Just watch what you're doing. It's like this. I'm finishing off all this diet whey I've got here, but when it's gone, I think Gary got me this tub I've got here. Well, I'm finishing off. Gary from Welcome Estates. When I'm going to finish this tub off here, I'm going to go on to full fat, but I'm not a professional athlete, so I can just take what I want, can't I? But you have to write down what you're eating, and they're obviously not doing that, are they? And if they're getting caught for adverse findings or whatever, and it's popping up all the time, you don't know what you're doing. You've got the wrong people around you. So if I were a professional boxer, I'd just get porridge from the shop, I'd get loads of water, baked potatoes, tuna in a salad, and then your vegetables at night and fish and that. That's it. It's not rocket science, is it? It's pretty bland, I know, but what can you do? Stay away from fitness bars. All them amino acids, you don't know what's in them. They're coming out, but people are making fortunes out of it. And if people are taking stuff and it's in action, I can sympathise with that. But like I've just said there, it's not first time with Dillian Whyte, is it? 3 we know about, and I think there might be 4. Is it the one in amateurs or in K1? Don't quote me on that. I don't want Dillian Whyte or his big fake brother grabbing hold of me, do out of a show and shaking me like a leaf. There's a note on me at the moment. Not bad, that. Banana. But watch what you're taking. But in my opinion, they should have thrown the book at Dillian Whyte. Now, I've just seen his statement. I'm not even going to read it out. It's a load of old hogwash. We've heard it all before. Whoever puts their hand up and says they're guilty. You know, Eddie's having a nightmare at the moment, isn't he? Conor Benn, now Dillian Whyte. Conor Benn 2 test. Dillian Whyte. It's 3 or 4, isn't it? Repeat offenders. It's a bit like me having knocking about with a car thief, isn't it? And going for a shower in, coming out, where's my car? Oh, so-and-so's drove off in it. Oh, well, he is a car thief, Porky. What are you doing having it in your house? Oh, well, I just left keys on the side. I thought we were a mate. You were a mate. Yeah, but he's a car thief, isn't he? He's nicked your car. He's a car thief. These people, Dillian Whyte, he's a drug cheat, isn't it? It's not his first issue. He's either very stupid or he's a cheat. Personally, I think he's both. I also think he's a prick. I don't like him. He's a bully, strutting around at shows. If he's got any beef with people, yeah, bruv. I don't even have to slap him. Bruv. I just get one of my boys to slap him. Bruv. And you know, you get these big lunatics that are strutting about with Dillian Whyte thinking they're rock hard. They go around cracking people for him. This goes on. And being intimidating. That's what they do. They do it because they want to knock around with a champ, don't they? But he ain't a champ, is he? He's got a vacant British title to his name off Ian Lewinson. And that's it. Why are we all getting bent out of shape about him? Why? He's from Jamaica and he lives in Portugal as a tax exile. So what's he doing for UK? He's not even living here. He comes here to take the pay-per-view money and goes back to Portugal. Stands on his balcony, gets his cock out and takes a piss over everybody. Hey, look at all these. I'm lagging on a lot of them. Lagging on us. And they've given him a blue tick for what? Being a cheat. So he's on social media now saying he doesn't know what's going on and he shouldn't be judged by social media, blah. Well, let me tell you this. I'm judging him and I'm saying, fuck you, you're guilty. It's your 4th test, 3rd or 4th test. You know, if I had that same person back here and he kept nicking my car, after the 3rd or 4th time, people would say, "What are you a prick, Ross? You're a fucking idiot, or you're just stupid. What you got him around you? You're stupid. He's nicked your car again." Well, this is Eddie Hearn, isn't it? So you reap what you sow. He's had him around him all these years, knowing that he's a cheat and that he can cheat at any time. And he's torpedoed show Annie for him now. Now, I've just been watching some on social media. We've got the Gad. So far, we've had the Gad, Dave Caldwell, and Sam Jones. You know, them all just can't shut the gobs. They're piping up. Sam Jones is coming out, going into bat for Derek Chisora. Only because he wants to work with him down the line, that's all. They're playing the game, aren't they? Sam Jones is not going to get a job for a living, is he, when he can punt a living? Sam Jones, if you were any good, how come you didn't get Joe Joyce's world title shot when you were at WBO mandatory? Why didn't you enforce letters to the WBO with your solicitor, Sam Jones? You've done all this chit-chat about what you were going to do for Jack Catterall. You've got him Linares. He's lost. I'll tell you, because I wrote it down yesterday. In our office, hang on a minute. Linares is 47 wins, 8 losses. And he's lost 5 out his last 8. 5 fights out his last 8 fights. Linares has lost. So what does that tell you? It tells you he's on the slide, doesn't it? So Sam Jones, you were going to deliver Josh Taylor, weren't you, for Catterall? But nobody wants to work with you. And what have you done? You've delivered a knockover, haven't you? It's a knockover job, isn't it? A busted flush. That's what you're about. And now you're piping up straight away. Piping up about Chisora. Get Chisora. And with Joshua. They sell it as the teacher and the pupil. Chisora's 40 in a few weeks, isn't he? Chisora against Joshua. How could they sell that? I've just seen it in. So, Sam Jones, you're sitting on the fence. You're not condemning Dillian Whyte. I've just seen Dave Caldwell shitting his pants. Don't say a word. He's not condemning him. The Gad's sitting on the fence. He's not saying a word. Although the guy interviewing him says Parsons, Charlie Parsons, is saying, yeah, it's Gerard Washington's not fighting Chisora. He's going to fight Joshua. So where does that leave Chisora? Who's he going to fight now? Hey, Max Jenkins. Oh, where's that leave Del Boy? It's utter madness. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe it. I can't believe what I'm seeing. IFL, it's 11 hours since the story broke. Nothing from IFL. I thought they were the go-to people. When anything happens in boxing, IFL, Umar, IFL, Umar, they pop up straight away, don't they? Umar, IFL, Umar, with any trending story. Well, they do, don't they? 11 hours and the silence is golden. But like I said before, and I'll say it again, we had this before with Billy Joe Saunders, didn't we? We had it with Dillian Whyte last time. Yeah, we did, yeah. It's funny, isn't it? All them people that Coogan's close to, whenever they're in a bit of a pickle, the silence is golden, isn't it? But I can assure you, if it had been Jarrell Miller, there'd have been a video out straight away. Eddie would have said, get a video out, pop, pop, bang. And that'd have been it, wouldn't it? But IFL, the silence is fucking deafening, isn't it? Hey, shithouses. I had to get my dog out this mini river today, my little 1-year-old poodle, toy poodle. She just jumped straight in it. Shaking like a leaf, she went way on. I threw it back. Funny as though it's been laid here all day, like. Chuck her up. Her heart was pounding 10 to a dozen. Serves her right. Old Rocky, cunning like a fox, walk right outer edges like me. Other one, straight in. I don't know. But so we don't know what's going to happen, do we now? But somebody's just told me it's 10 quid to join DAZN, 10 quid to cancel, and 27-foot fight. So it's 47 quid, isn't it? You see me paying 47 quid to watch Big Meech, aka Anthony Joshua, aka the Marvis Fraser of the 21st century. Do you think I'm going to pay all that money to watch Marvis Fraser against Gerard Washington or Derek War Chisora, 13 losses? Do you think that's right? Hey? Like, I am paying it. Now, I'm not bothered. Do you know what? There ain't even a world title at stake, is there? So why would I bother with that? A world title not at stake, and it's a pay-per-view. So no, I ain't watching it. I'll go to somebody's house who's bought it. Turn up. No, I'll probably watch it on a stream. But it's a cesspit, isn't it? It's a cesspit. But like I said, getting back to Sam Jones, why don't you crawl out of Derek Chisora's ringer, Sam? Crawl out of it. I'm surprised you haven't managed to get out of Eddie's ringer, because you were going to do this and do that when you met Eddie. You were telling everybody, weren't you, Sam? Wait, well, I see Eddie and I'm having that Josh Taylor fight for Cattrall. Big words from a big man. And what happened? Eddie's just gone, you, come here, you. I'm going to look after you. Me and you are all right, Sam. He's got your boss's triangle. Me and you are all right, Sam, aren't we? Hey, that's where it's done. And you fell for that, haven't you? I'm going to look after you, Sam. Me and you is going to be all right. He's disarmed you, Sam. Dennis used to do that to me all the time when I used to go up there and sulk or get monk on. He said, come here, you. He'd come up to me and pinch me there. I said, get off me. And he said, we're going to be all right. And I said, stop filling my head full of shit, Dennis, about having stuff bubbling. Dennis has always got something bubbling, hasn't he? He wakes up at middle at night and he'll go, ring me up, he'll go, Porky, what? I've been thinking. I'll go, what? He'll go, do you know Liam Cameron? He's about 3 fights from Golovkin. I said, how do you work that out, Dennis? Well, I've got him number 12 ranking with IBF. One more fight with IBF and eliminate, and then we'll get Golovkin. That to Dennis, in his tiny numbskull brain, is something bubbling, isn't it? Well, he did get him in IBF and he worked Commonwealth champion, and they do go down the line if they can't get a voluntary, don't they? Pick anybody they want. So in Dennis's head, he's got something bubbling, but I'd be like, Golovkin, Liam Cameron, Dennis. Yeah, that's a good fight. And he'd go, yeah, can you imagine it? And I'd be like, yeah. And then a week later, I'd say, Dennis, what's happening with Golovkin and Liam Cameron? And he'd go, well, they haven't got back to me and so about that fight of, we plotted a route, but they're just not picking phone up. That to me is shit talking. Shit talkers. I don't want to be around people like that. Shit talkers. They're going to do wonders. All they do is sit on cucumbers. Dennis, I'm still here, kid. Told you. You spent all that money on yours to look like plywood. So Derek Chisora or Gerard Washington are going to be auditioning to fight Big Meech, aka Marvis Fraser. Do I think it's a good fight? Look, I just want to see a fight now. I just want to see Joshua in a fight. He's scared of his own shadow, isn't he? I just want to see him in a fight. But Gerard Washington is coming up 42-year-old and he hasn't fought since New Year's Day 2022. So that's a long time, isn't it? 20 months out of the ring is it getting on for? We're August here, aren't we? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 20 months out of the ring. Oh, he's in with Joshua. If he beats Joshua, is there a rematch? We're going further and further away. It's like they're chatting a load of shit, but amongst them all, they can't get no going, can they? Really? I mean, Eddie must be pulling what's left out of that Maury's wig out his head. It's got to be. I say bring back Bean. Bring back Bean. Or we could get Sean O'Hagan, the Stan Ogden of boxing. He could train Dillian Whyte and he could explain to him about nutrition, Big Sean. See, he knows about that stuff, doesn't he, Sean? He's a cabbie, isn't he, ex-taxi driver. He'll know about that kind of thing, won't he? Nutrition and that and being in shape. When I look at Sean O'Hagan, I look at him and I think, that man knows what he's on with. He's a picture of health. And he was telling people I know not long ago that he was shortlisted for Ring Magazine Trainer of the Year. Pop, pop, bang. So why don't they get Sean O'Hagan to save Dillian Whyte's career and advise him on what to eat and how to train? I'm just messing with you. Somebody just sent me Ultra Text video. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to watch it when I go to bed. I usually listen to Ultra Tech or Terry Chappendama at night on the Beautiful Boxing podcast because Terry's voice and Ultras, I nod off. I usually nod off when I'm listening to them, especially Terry's. But boxing's in dire straits in it now. Nobody can tell me it's in dire straits. I'm trying to G it up in that and look for something positive, but what is there to look for that's positive? Crawford against Spence. Well, an hardcore wet dream, but where's next wet dream for me? Hey, where's my next wet dream? I don't know. I don't know where it's heading, but Dillian Whyte is in a lot of trouble. He's not fighting next week now, and as I just said there, he's had adverse findings. We don't know what drug. Could be cannabis, could be coke, could be whiz, could be nandrolone, could be Deca, could be Deca, whatever they call it, not Deca-Reggie, Deca, the drug, whatever they call it, Deco or something. Could be Napalon 50s. I mean, these are just some steroids I'm thinking of. Could be clomiphene, could be masking something. We don't know, do we? But he's got adverse findings and matching a plug on him. But what do we expect him to do? Dylan's not going to admit it. He's testing. Oh, he's saying testing process could be wrong. Colwell's saying it could be wrong. Testing and could be flawed. Is this what we're going to have now? The testing process is flawed. Yeah, but Dillian Whyte's not a Essex boy like Conor Benn. He's not in bed with him, is he? Like with Sims's and Ben's and Earns, is he? Dillian Whyte always looks to me like he's on outside. He's like the blocker guy, innit? Kind of thing. So I don't think he's going to get any favours. And I think Eddie Hills will wash his hands of him now. I think he will. I think he'll wash his hands of him and think, do you know what? Let's get this fight over and we'll wash his hands of him and leave him to his own devices. So I see Dillian Whyte going with begging ball now to Frank Warren. Oh, he can't go to Frank, can he? Not after what he did at that show at Wembley when he wouldn't help him promote it. So where's he going to go now? Could he go to Bob Arum? Oh, we don't know, do we? Could he go to Al Heyman? Would Al Heyman want a drug cheat? Alan will his band be? Alan's going to take to sort. He's coming up 36, his next birthday. So if he gets a 2-year ban or a 3-year ban, because he's had ban before, hasn't he? That could be end for Dillian Whyte now. The can man, anybody who wants it can get it. As long as you let me take PEDs. What? Did I say something wrong there? Because he's not been found guilty. It's in his system. Like Conor Ben's, it's in his system, whether he took it accidentally or not. Why can't they just own it? Just own it and move on. It's like being caught robbing a bank on camera, isn't it? And just saying, no, it wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. It's no good doing a shaggy, is it? It wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. That's no good. You're caught. Swallow. End of. So, Umar IFL, Umar. I thought you were Johnny on the spot. Hey? If it had been Wilder, they'd have been all over this like a rash. But it's the same old, isn't it? It's the old pals. Like everybody trying to do favours for the pals. Instead of telling the truth and talking to fans like I do and just saying it straight to boxing fans. Dillian Whyte's a cheat. End of. It's in his system. I don't want to hear about I've had, scrambled eggs every meal for 3 months. I don't want to hear that shit. Or I have, egg on toast or boiled eggs or egg fried rice. Every meal I'm having eggs. Get the f out of here. Load of old shit. Knackers chatters. That's all they are. Knackers chatters. Cheats. Off with their heads. Cheats. No. Got this new guy coming on tomorrow, Michael T. Michael, if you mess me about, you're done. There's that many people want to come on channel now, but when it comes to the last 20 minutes before coming on, I should have had one on now. They fill the nappies. They fill the nappies. I have one that's going to come on every single night at 9:30. Never does it. He's got about 20 aliases. Now he's telling me his name's Malcolm X, Big Mal. He's got about 20 different names. End of the day, all it is a camera. That's it. Don't be shy. Come out of your comfort zone. It's no good leaving comments in comment section thinking you rock hard. And then I said, why don't you come on then and show me the same energy? And we're going to spruce it up a bit. People are falling back wayside and we're going to bring some new ones in now and spruce it up a bit. All right. Grow a pair. So let's see if this, I think he's a West Brom fan, Let's see if this kid's any good. If he's any good, what I'll do at the end of the video, I'll watch it back and I'll see if he can hold the crowd when he's talking. All right, we'll see. But like I said, there's a thing up there in the bottom left-hand corner. 4 Zoom slots if you've got knackers like me, big cojones, and you want to come on here and have a debate. It's not a problem. I haven't got a problem whatsoever with it. As long as you stick to the times we agree. If you mess about once, you're gone. It's as simple as that. I've got no patience whatsoever. I'm not a very patient person. No. Everybody's going to do this and going to do that. If you're going to go on, come on here, and you fancy putting yourself out there. That's the Zoom thing there. It's no good abusing me comment section. Let's see what you're about. Come on here. And what I'm going to do for those that are really, really, really shy, right? I'm going to think about letting you hide behind the camera for the first 20 minutes just to see how you are. And then if you get comfortable, you can show your face, can't you? Because it's no worse than looking at a picture or something, is there? I mean, I do it usually because I can't be arsed. Sometimes when I've been out all day, I just want to come and lay chill out at night, watch a bit of telly. But people are wanting to do Zooms when they're coming from work, so I ain't got a problem with it. But like I've just said to you there, grow a pair. Don't be frightened. All right, getting brave in comment section. Why don't you say it on Zoom? Come on, say it on Zoom. There's plenty of them on here. I've been coming on your channel years. I always comment. Yeah, but you shit your pants when I offer you a Zoom. That's because you're people in the industry that are shitting your pants. You're trying to push stuff onto me. So I set traps all the time, don't we? But look, if you've got knackers, come on. All right? It's no good showing me your knackers in your comments section because that's little processed pea balls about that big. You've got big cojones that, you know, listen, you got big knackers like me. You need two hands just for one bollock. All right, we should have Jim McDonald on, shouldn't we? But there's about 20 of them, isn't there? Which one's the real Jim McDonald? Cameron, there's a Jim McDonald that wants unblocking. But how many did you say? There's 5 or 6 that you've blocked. So we don't know which one's which. So you'll stay blocked, Jim. Set a new name up, Jim, and email me and I'll have you on. And you can tell me Jim McDonald. How's that? I want to see what you look like. I want to see if you've got a big ginger tash like Jim. So Dillian Whyte's a drug cheat yet again. What's new? Eddie's gone missing. Eddie Hill's the 6 and a wise man from Billy Ricky. You know, Whitmore's wig on. He's gone missing. I want to know what John Fury's opinion is on all this, because whenever anybody asks John Fury about PED cheats, he never wants to get into conversation, does he? But if Eddie comes out and defends Dillian Whyte, everybody's going to have a go at him. And if Eddie throws Dillian Whyte under a bus, they're going to say he didn't do that to Conor Benn. So I'm not Team Eddie, and I never will be, but Eddie's in a bit of a tight spot. He's in like he can't win, can he? But he's surely got to be pulling his hair out what he's got left, hasn't he? Even if it is even his hair. But hey ho. So okie dokie. Peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing. Don't have nightmares. Bunny, how you doing? Hope you're well. So I haven't heard from you for a bit, Bunny. If you don't text me next week, Bunny, you're not getting me no number. I'm cutting it down from all them hundreds and that to about 40 something. Too many got my number. I can't cope with all messages. I'm not being big-headed or anything. It's what I wanted, but it's just too much. It's too much for me. But people have got me email if they get in touch, and I do reply to emails if they're nice, once a day or once every couple of days. So, all right, that's about it. Peace out.